As a man was crossing a bridge, he was horrified to discover a gaping hole cut into the surface due to ongoing repairs. Instantly, an ominous feeling washed over him. Sure enough, just a second later, a bus came to a halt because of a traffic jam, and his finger got nicked by a sharp edge. At that very moment, a giant screen started malfunctioning, and the radio on the bus inexplicably began playing nursery rhymes, intensifying his sense of foreboding. Out of nowhere, a strong gust of wind swept across the tranquil bridge. Even more terrifying, the cut section of the bridge slowly started cracking from the point of incision, with the fissures rapidly spreading in all directions. With the snap of a cable, the cracks instantly extended to the middle of the bridge's roadway. The scene unfolding before Sam's eyes scared the living daylights out of him. Sensing the imminent danger, passengers frantically rushed out of the bus. But amidst the chaos, a woman in a panic ran to the edge of the bridge and couldn't escape the collapse. Witnessing his girlfriend's tragic death, Pete stood frozen in shock. Sam quickly grabbed the distraught man and urgently fled the scene. As the bridge's condition rapidly deteriorated, the people on it grew increasingly frantic and terrified. More and more cables started snapping, and the bridge deck beneath their feet completely disintegrated. The only possible path to survival was to escape to the other side using the bridge's skeletal framework. However, the steel beam swayed violently in the fierce wind. Fortunately, Julie managed to make it to the opposite shore. Just as Sam was about to climb across, the surrounding cables began breaking, and the tilt of the roadway intensified even further. With an increasing number of cables getting ripped apart, people lost their balance and plummeted one by one. At that instant, Pete came sprinting over and leaped onto the bridge's railing without hesitation. After mustering up some courage, Sam also jumped onto the railing just before the roadway totally collapsed. But as the two thought they were safe, the roadway on their side started tilting downwards. A truck also tipped over, sending a cascade of steel plates crashing down. When Sam came to, he found himself still inside the bus. Suddenly, the bus screeched to a halt, and a protruding metal shard cut his finger again, just like in the nightmare he had moments ago. He yelled out that the bridge was about to collapse and pulled his girlfriend out of the vehicle to escape. Seeing the commotion, the team leader and a few close colleagues who were concerned followed them off the bus. In the next instant, a multitude of cracks appeared on the roadway. The few who had gotten off early desperately fled, managing to escape just before the bridge gave way. Everyone else plunged into the ocean as the disaster unfolded. The co-workers were all utterly shocked beyond belief. Faced with this mind-boggling incident, the police subjected Sam to intense questioning, but came up empty-handed. The accident investigation report concluded that strong winds and construction damage caused the tragedy. In the end, the police had no choice but to let him go. However, after attending the funerals of his colleagues, a strange man stopped Sam and Pete. The man claimed that the Grim Reaper had now set his sights on them.